What's up, Hoopers? Welcome back to the channel. Stay as long as you like. Today I'm going to go over the toughest combos in basketball and break them down so they're easier to understand and execute. Let me clarify that when I say most difficult combos, I don't necessarily mean the dribble combo itself most of the time, but the shot you get out of it. I've already covered some of these moves, so if I have their full tutorials, they'll be linked at the top of the description. If you want to see more of these videos or just want to support me, drop a sub or a like or whatever. Leave video suggestions in the comments and I'll get to as many as I can. And let's get started. The Briscoe is a move I have yet to cover on this channel, mostly because I'm still figuring it out myself. In summary, the Briscoe is a spin step back with jerky, speedy footwork designed to get you some kind of look at the end of the shot clock. You initially spin inwards at an angle, doesn't matter which side. You finish the spin with a hard jab inside. I mean hard. You want to plant that foot the best you can because it'll sell your defender and help you with this next step. After you jab, you want to explode off that foot into an angled step back. The step back should head in the same direction as the spin did. Basically, if your spin was angled to the right, so will your step back and vice versa. What makes this move so tough is you're shooting out of a momentum killing move. A lot of times players kill their momentum just to explode back out and regain all that again. On top of that, you're fading away, and given the circumstances that this move is used in, you're probably pretty far from the hoop. You have to muster a lot of strength and accuracy to hit a step back fade on its own. With all the extra work that goes into this one, you're not going to just start hitting these overnight. The good thing about this shot and the rest of the ones I'm going to go over is they will get you open 9 out of 10 times. The defense doesn't make the shot hard. You'll be open most of the time you take these. You just have to make the shot. MJ's fade is iconic and not meant for the weak. You're going to be off balance. Most of the time you're going to be baseline, so you aren't going to have glass to help bail you out. You're going to be working against the clock. The reason you'll be on the baseline a lot is because that's where it's most effective. You'll set up in the corner or in the post and fake a hard drive baseline. You're going to pivot your body so you can get your opposite side foot past your defender. Instead of using this to get into the lane, you're going to plant this foot and stop on a dime. Immediately, I'm talking as soon as you possibly can, spin in the opposite direction, angled away from the hoop. That plant foot is going to come around first. You're going to replant it as soon as you can and pivot on it so your other foot can spin into your shooting stance. Since the plant foot has become your pivot foot, you just have to turn it as your other foot comes around, so once both feet are on the ground, you should already be good to shoot. As soon as they both hit the floor, you explode again, this time into a fadeaway shot. You have to keep your dribble alive until you're in the spin to avoid getting a travel call on this play, so be mindful of that too. What makes this shot so hard is that a lot of the time you have too much momentum. Your momentum is moving away from the hoop and out to the side, so you really have to fight to combat it. Again, you're going to be wide open though. Start knocking these down and you'll quickly turn into a problem on the floor. The Jamal Crawford shake oozes with street ball swag that any hooper would be envious of. This move is more to show off than anything else. It just looks so clean. You set the move up with a hard behind the back. Make it look like you're going to drive out of it. Once your defender starts to back off, gather the ball around your back while sidestepping in the opposite direction of the behind the back. Bring the ball all the way around your body into your shooting pocket and get into the shot. So this time around, the tricky part is probably the combo. If you're going against a clamp-up defender, your timing on the gather is going to have to be exceptional. You're going to have to swing it around you as they reach, not only so they avoid getting a piece of it, but so you can avoid the possibility of them recovering and you leave yourself open. But once your feet are set and you're in the shot, it's pretty much the same as a normal jump shot. Maybe you'll still have a little sideways momentum, but you should still have no trouble drilling that bitch. Kemba Walker's Snatchback has taken the ankles of superstars and bench players alike. From defensive players of the year like Giannis Antetokounmpo to bench warmers and role players like Landry Shamet, Kemba has given more than a few guys the business with this move. There's no right way to size this move up. You just have to get into a high-speed drive. Once your defender is committed to you on the drive, you're going to snatch it back either through your legs, or you can snatch it back without any dribble at all if your timing is right. After that, all you gotta do is put it up. The reason this move is difficult is that yet again, you lose all your momentum in a snap. This one's not so bad for that reason in particular. You're coming off a drive, so you'll probably be shooting around mid-range, but the hard part is getting yourself to stop like that in the first place. This move will absolutely kill your knees if they're not strong enough. I've learned from experience. If you can't go from top speed to a complete stop in less than 2 steps, don't even bother with this move. That's what you have to do to be able to pull this move off effectively. Finally, we have the move which shall not be named. This one's very similar to the Jamal Crawford shake in a way. Similar speed, similar setup, but in my opinion more difficult. Well, not really. It's a bit of a trade-off. Let me explain. You set this move up with 2 jabbing behind the backs, one to the right and one to the left, or vice versa, it doesn't really matter. If your last behind the back is to the right, you're going to spin out to the left, and if your last behind the back is to the left, you're going to spin out to the right. You shoot straight out of the spin, which should have the same footwork as that of the MJ spin. What that means is that once again, you're going to have a lot of sideways momentum. If you're doing this move towards the baseline, you're going to have to take a lot of power off your jump shot. If you're doing this away from the hoop towards the wing, you're going to have to put a lot of power on your jump shot. There's no real winner here either way. You just got to practice the shot and get used to it, because this isn't something you'll just get on the fly. The trade-off here is that the combo itself doesn't require that much effort, but the shot does. The Jamal Crawford shake works the opposite way, so it's basically just pick your poison. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.